What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you the last war recap of OneHive Prime versus War 101, going for our 100th win, and whew, this is what war is all about. This went down literally to the last attack. To give you an idea of just how great of a war this was, it was 85 to 87, and we needed the 3-star at the end. It was a bully, but we needed the 3-star to win. Ended up winning by just 0.1%. Anybody that does the last attack in things like this will tell you you have to have nerves of steel, even on a bully. Town Hall 11s are never a guarantee. In fact, nothing's a guarantee in Clash, but it's not a guarantee. He could disconnect. He could make just one mistake, and then that doesn't triple. Even Town Hall 11s hitting Town Hall 10s. So, with that said, it's all coming down to UtFan. And if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. But while we're watching this, just nerves of steel. I mean, I also want to say out to War for thank you for the great war. I have been on the other side of this personally, where I lost a tiebreaker by 0.1%, and I remember my personal feelings on that was I wasn't upset that we lost. I was still like just really overwhelmed and overjoyed really with the war, because at the end of the day, for me personally, I didn't care that we lost. I was just so hyped up that it was a great war and great competition. So hopefully you guys share that same sentiment, and again, congrats to War 101 for the great war. So looking at UtFan coming in here, he doesn't have a very heavy kill squad. He's got a your boner attack, which is my favorite thing to say, bowlers and miners. The kill squad will get that Archer Queen, the CC, and the Town Hall, but I believe the left side, as he sends in his miners down here in the bottom left, was his kill squad fizzles out in the middle, and I don't believe that was part of the plan. So with his miners flanking from the, basically going to do from the 6 counterclockwise up to the 12 o'clock position, we're watching this. Looking at those miners, I think they were beating on some Larrys. Freezes that multi-inferno. They keep going. He's got another group on the bottom right here. So we're just going to zoom in. So there goes the Larrys that kind of stall out the miners right there. And even though they're under heal, they're still being there's a ton of point defense coming at them, so they're slowly being picked off. So I'll personally, I'll share my personal thoughts looking at this. I was like, I don't know if this is going to make it, but I believed, you see what I did there? Anyway, so there, once they popped this giant bomb here, this is when I got nervous. And with miners, you can never tell for sure how many they still have up. And so at this point, I think there's 10. Not really sure. They're going to circle the way around here. 2 more pop up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it looks like 8 or so. This bow, which is a high hit point, is going to take down 1 more, and I believe this second one. Yep, there goes the other one. So these miners are going to yep, this bow is doing work on all those miners, but the last one remaining takes out that bow. It basically comes down to this wizard tower, and this cannon is just picking off some wizards as well, miners as well. So we're like, oh my god, just please go down, please go down, please go down. When they popped up here and we realized that it was a wounded building, we knew it was just wow. I mean, that was, chat was going nuts, like woo. So great job, UtFan. Way to be on the spot, Johnny on the spot here, and bring home the 100th win for the primates. So with that said, let's take a look at some interesting attacks. Out with J5 that caught my eye. We're going to see a Pekka walk. I try to you know, I believe that the YouTube is just saturated with mass bowlers and mass miners and HPHB, and they're great attack strategies, don't get me wrong, but I tend to look at attacks, or attacks that catch my eye, are things like this, you know, unconventional ones, pushing the limit ones, and base specific hand tailored army ones. So he's got just about a handful of minions to take down the right side of the funnel, and a baby dragon to take down the bottom left, the left side. And he used more than 1 minion here because he had some high hit point storage as part of that funnel. And basically he doesn't have any wall breakers because he wants to use his Pekka as the wall breaker to bust through that first initial layer. However, the inside structures caused the bowlers to be magnetized to the outside, so he lost just a few there, which would have been Big part of his kill squad push here. Poison to CC, standard stuff. Queen is sniping out some structures on the sides here. And then just a handful of flanking hogs. And one heal for when deeper in the base when the hogs group up together. Just a little bit of a semi-surgical deployment here. Or actually it is a surgical deployment, as the defenses are distracted by the moving tanks that are Pekka and of course the Queen under heal. He just sprinkles some hogs on them and get the fuck out of there. He sprinkles in the hogs and follows them around, keeps them healthy as they path around. He uses the one heal that he has. But at this point, the Pekkas that went around the outside on the far left are going to circle back around. He dropped 2 of his cleanup wizards to circle the base behind his Pekkas to ensure that they get structures such as that. Elixir storage there that is just right touching the wall. He's still got a bowler up here. And with what's remaining here, he's got 1 point defense, or 2 with that cannon, and 1 archer tower, which is the only thing that really poses a threat because the Teslas are gone towards his army. So we're just gonna, for the sake of time, speed it up here. Just a couple of swipes at these high hit point storages, and they're down. This Queen, he's still got his king ability to help beat through that wall if you wanted to. So really nice Pekka walk by J5. Really enjoyed that, man. Nice and creative stuff. Okay, let's move up. Who was next? It was Kwei. Alright. We got an AQ walk. Some people call it a charge. I still call it a AQ walk, but oh, sorry about that. He's going to zap quake 1 of the 3 air defenses. With that right there, it's a big investment. So he's got his baby dragon to watch this funnel. The baby dragon gets 3 trash buildings and 2 defensive structures, which kind of goes back to the old school as the Queen 1-for-1 swap there with just the use of a rage. She'll win that and a poison on her. Actually, I don't even think he used the poison. Excuse me. But with the baby dragon, he got a 1-for-1 swap basically, because the dragon's worth 10 troop space and he takes out 2 defensive structures. So going back to the pre-update to the loons, I'm sorry, archer towers being buffed, all you needed was like a town hall 9 level max loon for 1-for-1 swaps on those things with the drop and then the 1 drop, and then they would fall down and take them out. So, and that baby dragon is still doing work. Look at that. It's over there joining the king. So really good scouting here and planning out what his look at that. Holy cow, look at that. Look at that baby dragon doing work. Almost took out a 3rd defensive building. Alright, so the Queen's going to get 2 of the 3 air defenses. The BK got 1 suicide in to get that last remaining 3rd. So now his dragons are safe to be deployed from starting at the top with the high hit point storages. They're going to basically take those down without taking any hits from those archer towers. So complementing the loons to come right behind those. Excuse me, holy cow, apologize for that. To complement his dragons, he's got those loons right behind it. He had a max dragon and max loon in the CC as opposed to a hound, and you know, with the amount of dragons that he has in the air, he doesn't really need a hound for his loons. So yeah, nothing but shame and cleanup right at this point. He's got 1 X bow down here at the bottom. It's going to be taken out because it's set to ground, so it poses no threat to the ones in the air, and there's really nothing left that it targets the air that poses any threat to. And if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize, to the remaining army here. So really excellent and interesting attack for an AQ walk dragloon that I really enjoyed here with the zap quake in there. And then I saved something beautiful for last. I saw this army comp and I paused and I stared at the screen for a good long while, and I was like, no freaking way. So, and if you guys have noticed, all of these have been fresh hits. So I'll do the same thing. Take a moment, feast your eyes on the army comp. If you've seen this before, good on you. This is the first for me. I've seen people experiment with it. I've never seen it be so successful as what we're about to see. And that's why I was like, oh dang, I gotta put this on. Alright, so Dingus. Mass baby dragon. But done the right way. So an interesting base layout. His Queen can get 2 of the 3 air defenses. and depending how he deploys them, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to break open the core there and get access to all 4 air defenses. So he's got 2 of the 13 baby dragons down. Just the first purpose is to take care of the funnel, and if you look at the top left, there's not a threat at all to that baby dragon, but he deploys them in a way that don't clump together too soon so that he gets the benefit of a raged baby dragon each time. And then as she moves up, she'll get the air defense, then he knows he's safe to deploy another baby dragon, so on and so forth. It was just a well scouted out and executed plan. I was really impressed with this. Such a creative attack. He still has 10 baby dragons here. Poisons down the CC. CC's out. BK's in. He's got bowlers in the CC to help out his kill squatter, meaning his royals basically, with healers behind them. And there goes down the 3rd, and there will get that 4th air defense, and when that happens, the bow is set to ground, and the only threat really is a sniping level 27 queen, and the sweeper's pointing, that would be southeast. So he deploys, and again, force tile spaces between them, or at least that's the goal of how they path once they bring down structures and where they get sucked inward, because there's still a funnel going on, and you can see that with the way that he deploys his dragons. He deploys them in such a, baby dragons, he deploys them in such a way that they, as they take down structures, they still stay, for the most part, four tiles away. Just absolutely wrecked the base. Wrecked it. Yeah. And I was like, this was a thing of beauty. So they do clump up towards the end here, but that's okay. It almost looks like those healers left over act as a tank for those baby dragons, if that's ever such a thing, because there was nothing for the healers to get, so Queen just sniped out the healers. But he's got 4 baby dragons left of the 13. And man, that was just so beautiful. So great job, Dingus. Really enjoyed that raid. It really inspired me to go experiment with something like this. So anyway, once again, that's Brutus. Hope you guys enjoyed that war recap. Again, props to War 101. Great and tough war, well fought on both sides. And congratulations to all the primates. Once again, Brutus, reminding you, you got to be better than the double. And I'll check you next time.